Hey, all right, friends, welcome back to Old Guy Insights. It's your friend Steve. I'm here, and today we're going to be diving deep into the cloudy, controversial world of chemtrails. Now, this isn't just some quirky conspiracy theory to a lot of people. For believers, those wispy white trails in the sky aren't just innocent condensation. They're a clear and present danger. So, if you've got a friend, a family member, or even a fellow coffee shop regular who's convinced that chemtrails are real, well, we're going to look at why they believe that and, most importantly, how to connect with them without coming off as cold or condescending. Well, stick with me because I'm going to share my experience as a pilot flying with contrails trailing behind me for over 40 years. Here on Old Guy Insights, it's all about curiosity over conflict. So, no judgment here, just a friendly chat. One of the biggest reasons people believe in chemtrails, they don't trust the people in power. And honestly, can we blame them? I mean, history's full of hidden schemes, shadowy secrets, and silent stunts that make anyone second-guess authority. Look at the Tuskegee syphilis study, where the government left hundreds of black men untreated so they could observe a disease they could have stopped. And then there's the CIA's covert MK-Ultra program, a mind control mission shrouded in secrecy. For believers, these betrayals stoke a fierce fire of mistrust. They see those white lines in the sky and think, if they hid those secrets, what's stopping them from hiding this? You know, whether or not we believe in chemtrails, they're reacting to a record of real deception. So, take a second and think, how can these past betrayals build a bedrock of mistrust that's tough to shake? We humans are wired to find patterns. It's how we make sense of the world. Our brains are built to connect clues, to hunt for hints, and turn traces into tales. So when someone sees those crisscrossed trails hanging in the sky, it doesn't look random. It looks intended, like a deliberate sign from above. What they're actually seeing, though, are contrails, short for condensation trails. These are streaks of water vapor that have frozen into tiny ice crystals in the cold upper atmosphere. Sometimes they linger, sometimes they vanish, depending on the humidity and temperature. But to some, it doesn't feel like nature's random act. It feels like a plan in plain sight. This isn't just imagination running wild. It's human nature reaching for meaning in mystery. For those who see these trails, it's not just lines in the sky. They're symbols of secrecy in a world that already feels full of unanswered questions and unseen intentions. Hey, if this is resonating with you, hit that like button, subscribe button, and boop that notification bell so you don't miss more deep dives like this one. Hey, every click helps me reach more people curious about understanding topics with trust and transparency. Now, here's where it gets tricky. Some programs that do exist sound suspiciously similar to the chemtrail idea. I mean, take cloud seeding. It's a real process where silver iodide is released into clouds to boost rainfall. It's used in drought-prone areas, and it's totally above board. But to someone who's skeptical, it might feel like proof. And then there's geoengineering, the theory of cooling the planet by reflecting sunlight back up. Most ideas around it are still just that, ideas. But for chemtrail believers, hearing about it can feel like confirmation. They might think, if they're cloud seeding, what's stopping them from going further? For someone who's already skeptical, the jump from cloud seeding to chemtrails is a little tiny one. And it can feel like a step too close to ignore. If you're interested in diving deeper, check out the research notes in the description. I've put them there for you. And while you're here, remember to like this video, subscribe, and boop that notification bell to stay in the loop. Let me add a little from my own years in the cockpit. Nearly 4 decades, I've flown all kinds of skies. I've been around pilots, mechanics, airport operations, and suppliers. I've watched those contrails form from my own engines. I've seen vapor freeze into tiny ice crystals. And in all my years, I have never seen a shred of evidence for a big secret chemtrail operation. Well, here's how contrails happen. Jet engines burn fuel, creating hot water vapor. When this vapor hits the frigid upper atmosphere, it freezes into tiny ice crystals. Just like seeing your breath on a cold day. High-flying piston aircraft, they also produce vapor that freezes and forms contrails. Now, I get why people have questions about this. Being on the inside of aviation, it's just icy air, nothing more. Now, if someone wants to talk science, I'm here for it. But no one needs to change their beliefs to please me. It's just about respecting each other's perspectives, not convincing anyone. Here's that ground-based example I promised. Think about ski resorts. You know, where snow machines are used to coat the slopes when natural snow is thin. These machines work by shooting a fine mist of water into the air. Where it meets the cold, it freezes and falls as snow. This process mirrors what happens when planes release hot vapor into the icy atmosphere, freezing into frosty white contrails. So just like snow machines aren't spraying something sinister, contrails are simply frozen moisture meeting cold air. No mystery, just science. And next time you see a snow machine in action, remember, it's a perfect example of what happens high up in the sky. Contrails are real, and they're easy to explain. They're frozen streaks of water vapor left behind in cold upper atmosphere. But chemtrails? I mean, that's a different story. One that doesn't have much solid science behind it. It's natural to wonder, but so far, every credible study and experienced professional in aviation has found 0 hidden chemicals lurking in those lines. The next time you look up and wonder what's going on, just remember, the answer might be simpler than it seems. Frozen vapor and icy air. Nothing more, nothing less. So here's the thing. Science explains that contrails form when jet exhaust vapor hits the freezing atmosphere. And on humid days, they can linger or spread into hazy clouds. But to a skeptic, simple science can sound too simple. If someone feels unheard, if their concerns are brushed aside, they'll likely dig deeper. And at the end of the day, folks, beliefs about chemtrails come from real places of fear, frustration, and skepticism. They're grounded in history and our human tendency to seek meaning, and a need to make sense of a world that can sometimes feel chaotic and confusing. So if you've got a friend or family member who's passionate about chemtrails, try listening with empathy, asking questions with curiosity, and respecting where they're coming from, because people don't need a lecture. They need connection and understanding. What do you think? You ever had a conversation with someone who believes in chemtrails? Or wondered about it yourself? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I would love to hear your take. And if you want to learn more about how to talk to someone who believes in conspiracy theories, hey, be sure to watch my video on Flat Earth. Conversations, it tells you all about how approaching tough topics with trust, respect, and curiosity can work out. Thanks for watching Old Guy Insights. If this got you thinking, hit that like button to help me reach more curious minds. And always, check out the description for more research on this topic. If you made it this far, I got another video for you right here. It'll help you get through these difficult conversations. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and remember, conversation connects us more than conflict ever will. See ya.